Welcome to Gentle Restorative Yoga Blend. In today's class, we'll be interweaving some gentle yoga and some restorative yoga in which we'll be using some props. I've got my bolsters, pillows, blankets, towels, whatever you want to use. If you've got blocks, that's great too. We're going to use these props a little bit later as we go into our restorative poses to make sure that everything is nice and supported and grounded. Because in our restorative poses, we hold these poses for several minutes, and things that might feel comfortable when we hold them for a brief few breaths might become uncomfortable over a longer period of time. So we have everything braced and supported and bolstered and blocked up with our props. I'm not going to use a chair today, so don't worry about that. And I'm going to start today in constructive rest. So we'll lie on our backs. Knees bent, feet planted. We can walk our feet a little wider than our hips so that our knees fall inward, allowing us to relax the legs a little bit more. We can place our hands on the belly. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. Let's just start by feeling ourselves grounding down into the floor. Just let the weight of your body, your leaves relax and sink down. Let's practice our belly breath here with hands on belly. We inhale to expand the belly like a balloon filling up. We exhale through pursed lips, squeezing the air out like a bellows, pressing all the air out. We'll inhale through the nostrils, expanding. We'll exhale, press out. And here's an option. When you inhale, you can think so. And when you exhale, you can think hum. So, hum. This is Sanskrit for I am or I am that. It's just an affirmation of your existence and your right to exist. That you are part of the world. Inhale so. Exhale hum. These exhales are very important. When we exhale, we trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm us down, slow the heart rate, and lower the blood pressure. Let's return to a normal breath. We can seal our lips. We can bring our hands down to the sides. Take a deep inhale through the nose, sigh out through the mouth, seal the lips, and practice our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath, with a light constriction in the back of the throat. That breath just audible to ourselves. It sounds like the ocean, or sometimes we say it sounds like Darth Vader. Let's begin to sway the knees from side to side. Just bringing some mobility to the lower back. Nice and easy. Coming back to center. Let's bring our feet into hip width. Let's bring our heels in a little closer to the back side so that ideally we can touch the heels with our fingertips. Now articulating bridge, starting with the tailbone, heel up, roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peeling up like you're unzipping a zipper. Exhale, roll back down, zipping that zipper back up. That zipper is your spine against the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale back down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to lift and unzip. Roll back down and zip. And 1 more. And back down. Now crossing the right ankle over the left leg. Keeping the right knee open like a number 4. This is our 4 stretch or our supine pigeon. You can stay right here if you like, with your foot planted on the floor. Just let the weight of that right leg open that hip gently. You can also pick up your left foot and grab your left thigh and draw that in. It's a more active stretch. And you can press your right elbow against your right inner thigh for even more hip opening. But just pay attention to your body. Feel the sensation. Feel what feels good to you. You have that left foot up, we'll float it back down now. Now let's slide that right knee in and over the left knee. Bringing arms out to the side, letting legs fall to the left for a gentle spinal twist. Again, we're just breathing and relaxing into it, just melting. Not trying to wrench or twist the spine hard, just letting the body tell us how fast and how far we can go. On the next inhale, we can lift the legs back to center. We can uncross, we can plant the right foot on the floor. Now crossing the left ankle over the right knee, keeping the left knee open. We can just stay here for our supine pigeon or 4 stretch, just letting the weight of that leg do the work for us. If we want the more active variation, we'll pick up the right foot, grab the right thigh and hug in, also with the option to press the left elbow against the left inner thigh, opening up the hip and breathing. Now floating that right foot back down to the floor, sliding that left knee in so the left knee is crossed over the right knee now. Arms out, braced against the floor, shoulder blades braced against the floor. Letting our legs fall to the right. Finding spinal twist here. Relaxing and melting. Breathing and sinking. With our next inhale, lift the legs back to center. You can uncross, plant the feet. Now rolling on to one side, stacking one hip over the other, stacking one shoulder over the other, drawing the legs up to a side-lying tabletop. Hips are bent at a right angle, knees are bent at a right angle. Arms extended out in front, palms together. We're going to open like a book. So we'll inhale to lift up, and we'll exhale to open. We'll breathe and sink. We'll inhale to lift up. We'll exhale to close. We'll just flow this 2 or 3 times now. Inhale up. Exhale open. Inhale up, exhale, close. Inhale up, exhale, relax, open. Inhale, exhale, close. One last time. Inhale, exhale to lower, inhale to lift, exhale to close. Feel free to just roll to the other side. If you prefer, you can flip end to end. Just make sure you are on the other side when you finish. If you roll over and flip end to end, you'll be back on the same side again, so be careful. Stacking one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other. Side lying tabletop legs, palms stacked. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Hang out here for a few breaths. Breathing and sinking deeper. Let's inhale that arm back up. Exhale to close it, and we'll flow it for 3 times, just like on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, opening down. Inhale up. Exhale, closing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down once more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a breath. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees. With knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. You always have that option here to make fists for wrists to keep your wrists more neutral. Let's draw the abs in. Let's slide our shoulder blades down the back, lengthening the spine. We're creating lots of space between our ears and shoulders, lengthening the neck. And our gaze is primarily down so that the neck stays in line with the spine. Inhale, lifting the chest and tailbone, we come into cow pose. Exhaling, we scoop the abs, look at the knees for cat pose. Inhale, lift, look forward for cow. Exhale, scoop it in for cat. Just follow your own breath now. Lifting into cow when you inhale. Scooping into cat as you exhale. A couple of rounds at your own pace. The next time you finish a round of cat-cow, come back to neutral. Find your breath, slide your shoulder blades down. We're still drawing our abs in. Now we can slide our hands forward, keeping our hips stacked over our knees. Coming into a puppy pose or melting heart sometimes. Letting the forehead rest. If you need to put a pillow or a blanket under your forehead, that's fine. Finding nice length in the spine. Pressing our palms down. So we have that hasta bandha. Our hands are sealed against the mat. Now taking the right hand, we're going to slide that right hand under the chest and under the left arm, threading the needle. And threading the needle with the chest still facing down. So we're getting a stretch in the back of the right shoulder. Breathe and sink. Now from here, let's turn the chest and slide the hand farther. So now we're getting a gentle twist here, looking under the left arm. A little bit more of a spinal twist as we turn the chest and look under the arm. Now we can pull that right hand back and slide it forward, facing down, letting the forehead rest in our puppy pose or our melting heart pose. Settling in for a breath or two, and then taking that left hand and sliding it under the chest, under the right arm, still facing the floor to stretch the back of the shoulder first. Breathing here. Feel that sensation in the back of your shoulder, the back of your left shoulder, as we stretch the posterior deltoid. And from here, reaching that left hand farther, turning our chest toward the right arm, looking under the right arm, deepening our twist. A little more opening here. Breathe, relax. Now pulling that left arm back out and sliding it forward, facing down. Settling into our puppy pose once more. We can begin to slowly walk our hands back in and rise up. Let's curl our toes under and sit back on our heels. We're going to get a little stretch in the soles of our feet with this. If it's not comfortable, you can uncurl your toes if you need to. You could also slide towels under your ankle if you need to. But I'm going to have my curls toed. For the sole of the foot stretch, and I'm going to add Gomukhasana. Arms, just the arms. Option 1, turn at an angle so you can see. Option 1, right hand over left shoulder, left hand over right shoulder. And hug in and pull those shoulders in. Option 2, right hand over left shoulder, left hand pulls the arm over. Option 3, shoulder roll. Oh, I meant to do eagle arms. I said Gomukhasana. I meant eagle arms. This is my eagle arm prep. My bad. Option 3, right arm forward, left arm up. Sweep it under. Touch the backs of the hands. Touch the fronts of the hands. You have 3 options here for the arms. And with whatever option you choose today, you're just going to round forward, sink down. Breathe and relax into it for a couple of breaths. And rise back up. If you need to shake out your feet or do something with your toes, go right ahead. Other side. Option 1, left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left shoulder, hug it in. Option 2, left hand, right shoulder, right hand pulls over. Option 3, left arm up. Left arm out, right arm up. Sweep it under, touch the backs of the hands, touch the fronts of the hands. Your choice. Whatever you've got going is great. We're just going to round forward here and breathe and sink. Couple more breaths. We can rise back up. We can release our arms. Let's uncurl the toes. Let's come up onto our knees. We'll do some gate pose variations here. So let's slide the right foot out. Plant the sole of the foot on the mat with your toes pointing forward. Extend the arms out and reach the left hand down and the right hand up or over. Your choice, up or over. spiraling the chest toward the ceiling. You can stay right here, or you can float that right leg up. Bring yourself down more parallel to the floor. We'll rise back up. Now we'll inhale to lift back to center. Option here, you can leave the foot where it is, planted with the toes pointing forward. You can flex that foot if you want to. We're going to slide to the right. Your right hand can come down to your shin or your leg. You can also grab your toes if you like. Left arm can come up or over. And as we inhale, we try to expand the left side body. As we exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale to rise back up. Let's bring our right knee in. The left foot out, toes pointing forward. Arms out. Take the right hand down this time. The left arm can come up or out over. You can stay here. You can float that left leg up. You can bring it back down. Inhale to rise. Got our warrior arms here. Foot can stay planted. You can flex it if you like. We'll slide the ribs to the left hand to shin or toes, right arm up or over, and we spiral the chest. Now we're breathing and expanding the right side ribs. We'll inhale back up. Let's bring the legs in. We'll curl the toes under. We'll roll back onto the balls of our feet. On the next inhale, we'll straighten our legs coming into forward fold. Exhale, soften your knees, relax down. Let's bring opposite hands to elbows. Letting the head relax, the neck, the shoulders, the arms. You can nod the head or shake the head. Just releasing any tension from the neck. We can sway the arms in and out. We can sway them side to side. We can circle one direction, the other direction. Just releasing the shoulders, the neck, the back. Now releasing the elbows, bringing fingertips down toward the floor. We'll inhale and lift halfway, coming to a flat back with a long spine. We can support ourselves with hands on shins. Inhale and exhale to release back to forward fold. Inhale to circle sweep the arms and rise all the way up to mountain. We'll exhale coming into heart center. Let's push our hips back into chair pose. Keep it easy. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, we'll soften our knees and swan dive. Inhale, we'll lift halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, we'll circle, sweep, and rise up. We'll exhale through heart center, through chair. We'll inhale to rise. We'll swan dive. We'll lift halfway. We'll fold. We'll sweep up. We'll come through chair. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive, soften the knees. Inhaling, lift halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, circle, sweep, and rise. Exhale through heart center, through chair. Inhale and rise. Let's take a step out. Coming to our wide stance. As a starting point, think about putting your feet as wide apart as your legs are long, creating a kind of equilateral triangle, with your feet turned out at about 45 degrees. The most important thing here is that our knees are pointing toward our toes. If we have to adjust, the width of our stance or the angle of our feet to keep our knees pointing toward our toes, that's what we're going to do. We'll come into star pose, nice and active, reaching out through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, coming into goddess, and we combine these together, making moonflowers. Inhale to rise, reaching, lifting, exhaling down. Inhaling, exhaling. For 2 and 1. Now it's sunflowers. We swoop and we scoop up flowers in our arms, and we lift and cast them out. Right arm over left arm as we swoop and scoop and lift. For 3, for 2, for 1. Now we'll come into yoga squat, heart center hands, sinking your hips, keeping the body upright. If we can get low enough to put our elbows inside our thighs, that's great. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. For 4, 3, 2. Inhale, exhale, pivoting to the right, opening to warrior 2. In warrior 2, the left foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. The right foot is pointing out. The right heel lines up with the left ankle. The hips are level. If we look down at that right foot, we just see the big toe. We have a soft, unfocused gaze out past our right fingertips. We're going to inhale and pivot our heels back around to star pose. We're going to exhale for moonflowers. Remember, your knees are pointing towards your toes, so you have to adjust your feet as we move between warrior 2 and our wide stance for moonflowers, sunflowers, and malasana. Let's make it sunflowers, left arm over the right arm as we swoop and scoop. For 3, for 2, and 1. Malasana yoga squat. If you have to adjust the width of your feet for this one, go right ahead. Inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale. For 3. For 2. For 1. Rising, we pivot to the left and open to warrior 2, left side. Left foot pointing out, left heel lining up with the right arch. Right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. If we look down, we just see our left big toe. Levelizing pelvis, reaching up the fingertips. On our next inhale, we rise back to star. Pivot those heels, get those feet aligned. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale. Exhale, sunflower, right arm on top. Inhale. Exhale, yoga squat. Inhale. Exhale, right side, warrior 2. Inhale, star. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale, lift. Sunflowers, left arm on top. Inhale up. Exhale, yoga squat, malasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pivot left, warrior 2. Inhale, pivot back, star. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale. Exhale, right arm on top for sunflowers. Inhale. Exhale, yoga squat. Inhale. Exhale, right side, warrior 2. Inhale, star. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale. Exhale, left arm on top, sunflowers. Inhale. Exhale, yoga squat. Inhale. Exhale, left side, warrior 2. Inhale, back to star. Catch your breath. We're going to move into our restorative segment now. have about 4 poses. We'll do some things on both sides. We're going to start with a caterpillar pose, which is a supported forward fold. Sometimes I like to do this with my back against the wall or against the couch or something. It's not required. It's my own thing that I like, so you might want to try that. You don't have to. I'm not going to today. First of all, you might want to sit on a blanket. This might just be more comfortable. That might help you get a better posture in your pose. Second of all, you might want to roll up a couple of towels and put them under your knees because you don't want to lock your knees out for the several minutes that will be in the pose. So I'm going to do that. Blanket, towels. Now, feet about hip width apart, spine stacked. I want to lean forward, but I want to keep a long spine but be supported. So how much stuff do I need for that? Probably a lot of stuff. So pile up whatever makes you comfortable. You can either stack your hands and rest the forehead. You can grab your opposite elbows or rest on your forearms. If you want to turn your head to one side, that's okay. I will give you a cue halfway through to turn your head to the other side. So that's entirely up to you. So just relax into it. And feel that stretch. Keeping length in the spine. You might just want to scan the body. Make sure those legs are feeling relaxed. The hips are grounding down. I always have to check in with my shoulder blades. And just let them release and slide down the back. So the arms can relax. Just breathe and think. If your head is turned to one side, we're turning it to the other side now. are sitting back up, nice and tall. We can put our stuff aside for a moment. And since that was a forward bending pose, I'd like to go to a back bending pose now. And today I'm offering supported bridge. If you have a block, you can use a block for this. You could also use a sturdy cushion or pillow of some kind. If you don't want to do bridge, you can just do constructive rest. It's similar. If you have a strap or belt you'd like to use, I'm going to use this. It's not necessary. I like to strap my thighs so I can relax my legs better. Otherwise, it feels like they're going to fall out. All right, so on our backs, grounding the feet, again, close to the back side so we can ideally brush our fingertips to our heels. You can always put your feet wider than hip width for the supported bridge, so your knees are falling inward. If you'd like to strap your thighs together, again, not necessarily tight together, just enough to give support, there's an option. And then, if you're using a block, you have three heights here. You can do flat, you can do short edge, you can do long edge. Under the sacrum, you can just put a nice big bolster or pillow under here as well. So whatever height you want to get, you can work on that. We're going to press into our heels and our shoulder blades and lift the hips and just slide whatever support we like underneath here for supported bridge. As I said earlier, if you don't want to slide a support, you can just stay on the floor. That would be constructive rest. So grounding into shoulder blades and feet, relaxing arms down. If you have a cloth to cover your eyes, feel free to put that over your eyes. And we're just going to breathe and settle in here for a few breaths. A few minutes, really. Letting everything melt down. This is a very mild inversion. So those benefits of bringing more blood to the brain, which can be very, very rejuvenating, very invigorating at times. And if we have a support under our lower backs, we can round into our heels and lift, remove that support, coming back down to the floor. If we strapped or belted our thighs, we can remove that as well. And then we'll simply roll to one side and press ourselves back up. And our next pose will be one that we do on both sides. It's our restorative half pigeon pose. We did a pigeon variation earlier to begin opening the hips. That was to prepare us to do the restorative half pigeon. Now, you're going to need a fair amount of stuff for this one. I'm going to sit on a bolster, and I'm going to have a pile of stuff in front of me to lower down onto. So, first I sit. Now, let's start with the right leg going back. Toenails are down. If you'd like to put a support or a blanket under your leg for comfort under your knee, that would be fine. And the left leg remains forward across the mat. The left foot is flexed. If you find you're sort of twisting your bolster a little bit because you're bending your knee more, whatever happens might just happen here. From here, I'm going to fold forward onto whatever height of support I need. So you're welcome to pile this as high as you need to. And if as you enjoy the pose, you feel like you want to pull some stuff out and go a little deeper, that's okay too. So we're set up, we're on the bolster, right leg is back, left leg is across the front, left foot is flexed. I'm going to inhale tall and exhale, bringing hands down, coming out to rest on my big pile of stuff. Again, I can stack my forearms or stack my hands. I can turn my head to one side. And you all will stay here about 3 minutes. And then we'll turn to the other side. Go ahead and settle in. Release and relax. Think and breathe and stretch. Now bringing our hands down to the floor, we can press ourselves up and swing that right leg back to the front and swing that left leg behind us. With the toenails down. The right foot is flexed, and again, if your bolster sort of turns as you adjust the angle of your knee, that's okay. Whatever happens here is going to be okay. We'll face our pile of stuff. We'll inhale tall. We'll exhale. We'll walk ourselves down and settle in on the other side. And once again, we're bringing our hands down to the floor, pressing ourselves up, coming out of our half pigeon. We can put most of our stuff aside as we move into our final relaxation, Shavasana. You can just do a regular Shavasana if you like with no props, but you're welcome to put a blanket under your head or a towel under your neck or a rolled up blanket under your knees or support your lower back. You can do whatever you like. You'll make it more like a mountain brook if you like. I think I'll just do the rolled up blanket under my knees because that's always comfy. So just find your way onto your back with whatever you want to do. Again, if you have a washcloth or a an eye pillow, ideally, or something else you want to put over your eyes, you can do that as well. First thing I always do coming into Shavasana is I bring my awareness to my spine and my neck and see if I need to adjust my hips or my shoulder blades or my head to find that really comfortable length here so everything just can let go and release. And once I have that, I just bring my awareness into my body weight, sinking into the floor. And when I say sinking into the floor, we're really sinking into the earth. We're grounding down. So we can just release everything. Scan the body for any little bits of tension when you're just holding up a little bit. Just try to let it go. Give the weight of your body over to the earth. Let all of your muscles relax. Give everything a break. And come back into the awareness of your breath. And if you'd like to practice that little mental mantra I gave you earlier, that was thinking so when we inhale and hum when we exhale, that can be helpful to focus the mind and help ward off those stray random thoughts that come through. Whatever you like, just breathe and relax and sink deeper into your Shavasana. We can stay in our Shavasana for as long as we like today. And as we're ready, we can deepen the breath. We may want to rock the head from side to side gently. We might bring some easy movement to our fingers and toes, our wrists and ankles. And then bending our knees, planting our feet. We can roll to one side. We'll wait a breath or two. And then with as little effort as possible, we'll press ourselves up, finding a comfortable seat. Grounding our sits bones, stacking the spine. Bringing hands to heart center. Taking a moment to appreciate the gift of yoga that we've given ourselves. And to appreciate sharing this practice today. Namaste.